Hello, everyone. Portraits are a bit harder than other types of art to draw, like animals, landscapes. They're just a little harder, at least for me, they are. There's a little bit more pressure to get it just right, to make it look exactly like that person. You can have a really good reference photo, but sometimes the colors just aren't exactly how you know they're supposed to be, so you have to adapt for that. So all that to say, it can be just a little bit overwhelming. Usually whenever I start these out, I kind of look at it when I have the design just drawn on, just pencil only, and I think to myself, oh my goodness, where do I start? Where do I begin? And how's this all going to come together? And is the nose going to look like a nose? Is it going to be the right proportions? What about the eyes? It's just one of those things that I do on every single portrait. I'm just kind of like, I don't know how this is all going to come together. Well, it was no different than this one. Same thing on this one. I was thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know how this one's going to come together. I don't know how I'm going to get this to look just right. And as I was kind of obsessing, you know how that goes, over it, it was like God was saying, why don't you just work on what is directly in front of you? Instead of worrying about how it's all going to fit together, why don't you work just directly what's in front of you? Like the eyes, just work on the eyes, just the one eye. And when you get that eye done, move over to the other eye. Then work on what's directly under the eye. So instead of looking at this whole entire picture and wondering how it's all going to come together, just look at the small sections and just do those well. If you do all the different small sections really well, guess what? Before you know it, the whole thing's coming together and you're not even having to worry about the big picture. I know a lot of people are always saying, you got to look at the big picture. You got to look at the big picture. And sometimes you do. Sometimes it helps you get too focused on the details. But I think we also need to remember that sometimes we just need to look what's right in front of us and not get so worried about what's going to be happening tomorrow. What's going to be happening next week, what's going to happen next year. We just need to focus on what's directly in front of us. Do that really, really well. And pretty soon, a lot of other things will just kind of fall into place. So anyway, again, sometimes whenever I'm able to just quietly sit and do art, sometimes it's amazing what things I'm able to comprehend when I was just frankly too busy to even sit and think about it before. So hope that helps you out. I hope that that it makes it just a little easier about doing what's exactly in front of you. And it'll all come together because God's the one that holds the big picture for us, and He's the one that will cause all those things to work out. Kind of like that verse out of Romans 8:28 about all things working for good to those that love God and are called according to His purpose. And that's so true. Thank you for listening. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.